Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Well, the big news yesterday was good old Stormy Daniels under cross-examination and all the inconsistencies and all kinds. I just want to tell you something about this, all right? This is the way I see this. Judge not, yet ye be judged, right? But yeah, we still judge. Stormy Daniels has every right to choose whatever career path that she is on. I don't actually even judge her for her porn star past, okay? But, what kind of a human being, I don't care what profession you're in, takes money, and it looks like it was, in fact, a complete shakedown and a made-up story. I genuinely believe, I always wondered, is it true or not true? I genuinely believe it was a made-up story and a shakedown, because of the changing nature of all the things that she said. But what kind of a woman extorts money, then after the extortion, takes the money for silence and then sells the story? She's a piece of trash, not just from the porn aspect, but that's her character. And you hear how she talked to the lawyers and whatnot. She is trash. Complete trash. Unbelievable. All right, gag order. This judge did not, you can't make this up, the judge did not grant the mistrial, saying they opened the door. They objected from Stormy Daniels saying anything about this on the record. And then he's keeping the gag order in effect, which is being appealed. Folks, the concept and the idea that a guy see, everybody talks about the trials election interference, and it is. But the real interference is the gag order. And this is what happens when you get in the system. You get in front of a judge and a criminal matter, a civil matter, or whatever. You get subject to this unjust and unfairness. The idea that everybody in the country can trash Trump, including everybody who testifies, the prosecutor, judge, everybody can trash Trump. And Trump can't trash him back because he's in a criminal trial. And folks, remember the gag order. The sole purpose of a gag order is always to protect the jury pool. Everybody already knows everything. There's no need to protect the jury pool in this case. Israel says they'll go alone in light of Joe Biden playing shenanigans with them. Planet Fitness increasing their prices for the first time in 10 years, Jamie Spindley. Wow. That's how bad inflation is. Think about all those people that go to Planet Fitness that'll be voting for Trump. Corey Mills, in light of what Biden did on Israel, withholding weapons, trying to affect the war, decide how they use weapons. Corey Mills, who, by the way, came to Patriot State Freedom Fest in 2022 and spoke. Corey Mills is introducing articles of impeachment. By the way, the total debt of like $35 trillion, that's $2 million a pop for each of us. You two got $2 million lying around? Sabrina?
Can I borrow it?
Not anymore.
I don't know. Inflation. Joe Biden is a lie-o-matic. Kamala Harris is a laugh-o-matic. He just says inflation was 9% when I took over. No, it wasn't. It was 1.4%. And by 2022, it was 9%. Another Boeing whistleblower says that he was told to cover up things, and he said he released a statement saying, hey, I'm not suicidal. Engeron, the judge, you ready for this? He's under investigation now. Why? Because a real estate lawyer in the hallways of the courthouse, and Engeron kept asking him questions about real estate stuff, clearly doing some research for his trial. Unbelievable. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be a ruddish, hell-hated hag like Stormy Daniels. Be a nice mate like Jamie Spindley. Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. By the way, I am sporting my logo for that media company. You can get this shirt free of charge if you're in the Independence area. Stop by the office. Or number two, order it from ericdeters.com. This guy right here, Tony Barnes, 60 years old, has been charged with ethnic intimidation. You know, I can't believe that I wore a goatee for over 20 years and I've shaved it off, and I think, why the hell did I wear that goatee for 20 years? I just thought of that from this. All right, waitress assault. This woman right here, unbelievable, at the Yard House, Chandler Thompson, assaulted a waitress. Service must have really sucked. All right, now this is an interesting story. IPAC, this is the Israeli organization, is spending $300,000 in ads between now and the election to hit Massey. Why didn't they tell me they were going to do this sooner? Now just think about this, guys. It's sad. It's just like if Trump would have endorsed me, he would have had his ally and friend as governor of Kentucky. Here he is. He could got rid of smartass, which will give him all, you watch, he'll give him all kinds of hell when he's president. He endorsed as me early on. I could raise the money. I got the Trump endorsement. Now IPAC goes after him. Another missed opportunity. Nobody listens to me, Jamie. Nobody listens to me. But they've decided, IPAC, in light of the fact that he's part of the Hamas. I mean, Thomas Massey is part of the Hamas coalition. Unbelievable. Kenton County schools have increasing pay of their workers 5% across the board. The Kentucky Supreme Court, we find out, doesn't do a very good job of making their judges, their justices, release financial information. One of the worst in the country. Does that shock me? Hell no. Fisher Holmes is named a new CFO. Mr. Murphy here, he comes from Procter & Gamble. He looks like a Procter & Gamble dude, doesn't he? All right, yesterday, 3 bomb threats in Cincinnati area schools. You know what? This is all the rage. You got a test you didn't study for, you call in a bomb threat. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope you have a great day.
Hello, Bulldog Nation. Jamie Spindley here with Eric Deters World News. Today's latest headlines. An unidentified gunman killed 7 workers in Pakistan last night. The attack occurred whilst the victims were asleep. More information to follow. A deputy sheriff fatally shot senior airman Roger Fortson. Fortson, 23, died at the hospital. Conflicting reports about whether the police entered the correct house. In other news, Boeing 737-300 slid off the runway in Senegal, Africa. 10 people were injured, 4 seriously. Incident happened during takeoff from a flight to Bamako and Mali. And nationwide strikes against public spending cuts in Argentina. Schools, banks and many shops were closed. Public transportation disrupted. Limited bus services running. Union leader Hector Daha called a message to President Javier Milei. That's the latest headlines. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back Monday. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. The Reds lost an afternoon game yesterday at home, 5-4. They have an 8-game losing streak. No offense. No offense. The Reds go out and play San Francisco tonight at 10:15. 10 games on the West Coast. Usually that's bad news for the Reds. Although last few years they've done okay. They need to get going. All right, NHL. Rangers 3, Hurricanes 2. Rangers are up 3-0 on the Canes. The game was in overtime. NHL Stars 5, Avalanche 3, 1-1. NBA Cavaliers 118, Celtics 94. Series is tied. Mavericks 119, Thunder 110. Series is tied 1-1. Calipari says he's going to start just going with 8 or 9 guys. Good luck. Suns fired Frank Vogel, their coach, and they're looking at this guy who used to coach from the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, Brady got a ring for the Netflix special that he did from Kevin Hart, apparently worth $40,000. Diamonds and emeralds and rubies. By the way, that's top story in pop culture. Gilbert Arenas says NBA players, who apparently like the biggest philanderers in the world, says that he knows NBA players that spend $60,000 a month to keep their girlfriends quiet and happy. Wow. Wow. Bengals schedule was released yesterday. This is who they play at home. This is who they play away. They're going to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go down to that game. If you're nice to me, Jamie Spindley, I might take you with me. Paul Skeens the number one prospect 2 years ago, is coming up to the big leagues to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And this happened the other day. I can't believe I forgot to report it yesterday. This umpire in the Reds game took one right in the gonads. 85 miles per hour. It took him a while to get up. Can you imagine what that looked like yesterday, Jamie Spindley? Unbelievable. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Wear a cup. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury Bulldog Nation, welcome to Pop Culture. We got a good show, Pop Culture. The reason why I'm laughing is I get so mad at the Brit when he beats me in chess. But I get over it in like 5 minutes. But for 5 minutes, I swear to God, I rage. He does the same, though, when I beat him. All right, I watched this last night. I started to watch it the other night, and I stopped, and I'm glad I did. It was really good. Now, there's a lot of crude stuff that's said. But the Tom Brady Netflix roast was pretty good, and I'm glad I watched it. You ought to check it out if you like sports and Tom Brady. I think they did a pretty good job. Again, some of the stuff's crude, but some of it is funnier than hell. Here was probably the best shot. Nikki, what's her name? Nikki Glass. She gets up there. It's a big, tall, blonde, skinny comedian. She gets up there and says, "How did you lose $30 million in crypto?" And she goes, "Even Gronk knew better." He goes, I know, Bitcoin, not real money." It was funnier now. Oh, my goodness. Mother's Day is Sunday. Man, I wish all of you mothers a wonderful and beautiful and happy Mother's Day. Brian Wilson needs a conservatorship. His mind is finally shot. All those drugs catch up with you. And congratulations to Haley and Justin Bieber. Haley is expecting a baby. She's 6 months in. Northern Lights from May 10th to May 11th, all the way to Alabama, according to my crack producer. We can see lots of neat, beautiful things, like what's that called? The Aurora Borealis or something. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Next week, in fact, for the rest of my life, I vow, I am never going to lose to that again.